Well, I'm originally from the dirty east side, southeast side of Chicago. As you know, I spent most of my life up here in Madison, man. I put it down from Madison years ago, and I take this as like my second home. You know what I mean? So for the most part, I love Chicago, but I got to rep where I'm from. You know, where I'm at.
Let's go.
The Black Assassin name came from. You would never believe it, but we big fans of the 18. One of the original members of BA, Trig. Much love to him. You know what I'm saying? He one of the associates who been down for a minute. He came up with the name because if y'all all remember B.A. Baracus, Mr. T's character from the 18. He was this dude, man, who didn't take nothing from nobody. He was just, man, he went in hard. And you guys knew how the 18 went in, man. Guerrilla tactics, they pulling up in the van. They got all sorts of straps. They had Pretty Boy who always had all the ladies. The 18 was the villains, but at the same time, they was the good guys. So BA came from that, man. I've been doing music since I was about 6 years old, but it wasn't necessarily rapping, you know what I mean? I was singing, dancing, the Temptations, Michael Jackson. I came up through that whole era, everybody wanted to be Mike dancing and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? New Edition, stepping in the kitchen and stuff like that. But yeah, man, so it's man, been over 20 years for me, like I said again, man, it's all about attitude and personality, and we sort of found each other, man, through the vibes. We dealt with a lot of people in those times, but when you seen real people linking up in them times, it was like, man, it was real hard to come by. And when we came across each other, we all respected each other's flow, and we all come from broken homes and hard times, so we kind of clicked together like brothers through the gate, man. As soon as we met each other. I came up with the title myself, and it was just basically because anybody who know us and know how long we've been doing it up here, it's almost like an insanity cycle. You know what I mean? We constantly doing the same thing, hoping for different results. You know what I'm saying? But we really hadn't made that next move, so it was just Volume Two. Mad Men was letting them know that, man, we from Madison, but we are crazy. We losing our mind. We tired of this, and that's the image that we taking on now. Is just some insane dudes, and we insane for the music, man. Um, Life has always been good for me in Madison, man. From the time I touched down, we made a good fan base with the music. And like I said, a lot of people didn't like us because we were villains. We took from people who we felt like were out here flashy and, taking the city's money bounty for granted. It was an easy hustle up here. Anybody who know in Madison for a long time, and people was out here just living real gaudy and not acting like they had to pay their dues to people who really put it down out here. So it was like it always was good for us because we were always pillaging and pirating on people, man. So it's always been that way, and we trying to pretty much erase that image and make it to where it's a good time for everybody else in Madison because it's always been sweet for us.
FB the assassin. Catch me in the town, blow a
Well, like I
pound in
said,
the
I had
ground. Niggas say
met
the
Pain
pound
One
go
in
to town,
passing a
they go
couple of
pound
times,
shit.
but
Money come
really never
around,
got a
now we
chance to
got
chop it up
both
with him. You know what I'm
faces.
saying?
From
My
the
main man Jay
legal
Ski
from
put
the
us down with it
ancient.
from
Bitches
Set
play
Entertainment.
pussy, pussy
He
not
plugged us
fuck
up
with.
and
Get
let us know that
complicated
he was
stuff
feeling
in my
us, and
book.
we
I'm
wanted to work
already
with him.
famous,
We
but
all
I'm still
local, so it just
gold.
all
They
made
say I'm
sense. You
dead
know what
when
I
they
mean?
see me, but I'm still in the street. Who tell these niggas I pop?
In
They
Madison,
ass got to
I gotta
bury
say
me with
that
clip in
I feel
rock.
like the
They
buzz is
ass
real low
everything in it too.
nowadays.
It's smooth and
I
she
feel like
like it. This the
even in
mad
the
town, my
times where
city so
Get Rich was
righteous.
up here
City
doing it
so
real
smart,
hard,
either
Romy and
way.
them, big
If
ups
you
to Romy and
lucky,
them.
chopper
When
modified,
they was
teach a
up here
nigga
doing
how
that
to
thing and
buggy.
Mo
Put your
World
hands up,
and a
leg
lot of
on the
different
ground, double fuse up,
entertainment labels up here.
M4
They
down,
was it
bitches on
was
deck,
hands on all the
niggas
time.
getting wild,
Parties all the
money
time.
you
Now you don't
bet,
hear much.
niggas gon'
Everybody who
get
are doing
down.
anything,
This is
it's
M
all
Town,
under the
niggas
table.
stand up,
You barely
plug
get a
fuse up, in
invitation
the
until
M's
it's last
down,
minute. So I
M's
just think that
down,
it's real
M's
quiet right
down,
now. Right now, I feel like
W's up,
Madison is on real snoring point right now. I think the overall sound is exactly what we was looking for. You know what I mean? We wanted to get rid of a lot of the bad vibes and imagery that people had of BA and kind of introduce them into a more of a, a happier side of us. And I just think that this CD gives the people a chance to see that side of us that they never got to see when they was listening to Black Suits and the Terrorland and all those songs like that, man. So yeah. I've always wanted to work with T.I. I've always wanted to work with Eminem. I mean, and that's because I give props to a lot of these artists out here who, no matter how the industry didn't change, they still know that, you know what I'm saying, it's an art, you know what I mean? It's about being creative and, about taking pride in what you do. And I think that those guys really take pride in what they do. And so I'm going with people who take this as a professional business, man, you know what I mean?
I'm where you want to be. MacMan TV. DuckENT.com.